driven into the end zone for a touchback. Justin Davis, the senior, motions out of the backfield, and Brown flips it to him. Couple blockers on the edge, and he makes it across the 30-yard line, stopped by Eddie Jackson, the safety. Showing a little tempo here, and in the pistol formation, they fake it to Davis, and Brown will take his first downfield shot. Darius Rogers goes up and makes a leaping grab inside the Alabama 35. And it ricochets around and goes through. Wow, 47-yarder. I think he hit the crossbar and the upright there.
It did.
Under center, and Damian Harris. He's deep at tailback, but they hand it to Stewart around the end. And he's got a block from Ridley. And he's got a big gain out across the 40.
Could all be about a disguise. You're bouncing in, giving him different looks, showing him one thing, going to another.
Yeah, they do drop back, but it hit him hard. Knocked down, a sack. So J.K. Scott back to punt it away. Dory Jackson waits. And the junior, one of the finest in the country, booms a high one, and a fair catch made back inside the 20. Davis got 3 on first down, now motions out to an empty backfield. And Brown flips it far side. Nice one-handed grab. It's Taylor McNamara, the senior from San Diego. After the timeout, 3rd and 3. Davis to Brown's left. He flips it on a screen, and the catch is made there by Stephen Mitchell Jr. But he is rushing forward, but Brown is still pressured. Steps up, shows some speed, and bolts straight down the field before sliding into Alabama territory.
Now Brown's going to go tempo here.
17-yard gain on 3rd down. Now Brown's going to loop the ball down here. First attempt for Juju Smith-Schuster, and a flag comes in.
Saying that he never touched him.
Defense, number 29. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Alabama fans rising to their feet. Brown will be dropped. Anderson got him, and the Tide will take over. With the Dory Jackson back there, J.K. Scott will again try to boom one of those high-hanging kicks and deny the dangerous returner a chance. Just like you see on Sunday. And it's going to roll out of bounds at the 2. This guy's going to be punting on Sunday. He is a special punter, and he's pinned the Trojans back. Calvin Ridley standing at the USC 42. That's a pretty good punt, and Ridley is driven back on the far side into Bama territory, picks it up on the bounce. And that is a special teams win for USC, big time, as Tilby does his job. You know, Wildcat type quarterback, to watch him sling the ball around is impressive, and here he is back in his home state.
That's right. And
he's got great field position to work with. The ball at the plus 49. But the ball is fumbled his very first snap, and SC recovers. Look who's out there for SC. Their number 2, Dory Jackson, the corner who played 3 ways last year, but has not practiced on offense. He's just a decoy, and once again the pressure gets to Brown.
You know how Chad Wheeler is not in this game?
So here's Tilby, feeling much more comfortable than his last punt. Great job, just spins it down the near sideline, and it will roll dead inside the 10. And Jackson says, I'm going to back up this time. He's way back at the SC 40. And Scott drives it right about there. Won't be many return tonight with that kind of hang time. SC will take over, though, with, again, good field position. They would have been 6th in the medal count in 3 games. Play action. Brown wanted to go downfield, but will be dropped. 3rd sack for the Tide. That was Payne and Allen combining. He's a rugby-style punter, but he also can just do the straight drop and boot, and that bounces out of bounds at the 25, not giving Ridley a chance. Let's see if the Tide offense can get something going. They have been smothered so far. You need 10 on third down. It's Howard in motion. They got to hurry. Hurts rolling out. Shows the big arm. Throws a rope on the sidelines. Let's check the spot. Ridley's got it. And it's going to be a first down.
Knew exactly where he needed to get for the first down there on third down.
By a few inches. Nice play action. Hurts shows the elusiveness. Gets a block on the edge. Gets another block. And scampers out across the 45. Yeah, they say he's an absolute beast in the weight room. Harris cuts it back. That's one of the more positive runs for SC. And on second and short, they move the chains again to midfield. About as many punts as first downs in this game so far. The side of Scott's foot. It's a high one, and Jackson will collect it inside the 15. Tide peel back to set up a return. It's a low kick. Ridley can't get to it. And spins backwards out of bounds right near midfield. That's where the Tide will take over. 9:02 until halftime.
After the play, personal foul, face mask, kicking team, number 6. 15-yard penalty from the dead ball spot. First down.
Lane Kiffin likes the run-pass options, and the ball's going to get out quick. We've got to take away the talented receivers after the catch.
Tide, who are 2 for 8 on third down, need 13. Hurts shows the arm, throws it into the end zone for a touchdown. Darius Stewart. A taste of what this talented true freshman quarterback can do, and the Tide take the lead. Led the nation with 52 sacks a year ago. They have 3 tonight and a ton of pressures. 5th straight 3 and out for the Trojans, and a fair catch made by Ridley at the 25. So the Tide in front go back to work. 6:25 to halftime.
In an instant, they're down 7-3. They go 3 and out. How do they respond right here?
Well, they get gashed right there by Harris. A positive play, and all of a sudden, the Tide runner is starting to get downhill a little bit. And one of the key defensive linemen, Jefferson, leaving the game to be checked out on the USC sideline. Harris again makes a quick cut and a burst and breaks a tackle. Damian Harris will be tracked down inside the 15 by the speedy Jackson, but the Tide are rolling. No problem. So the Tide get the big run from Damian Harris and stretch the lead to 7.
I think this thing is wide open. That's what makes it so great.
Clemson, of course, tested at Auburn tonight. This is Adoree Jackson. You see the acceleration. Just not able to elude one of the coverage guys. Dropped at the 19, Rashaan Evans. Nice play. And now a flag comes in, a scuffle well after the whistle.
After the play, flagrant personal foul by the receiving team, number 40. He stomped on a player.
He should get ejected.
Half the distance to the goal from the dead ball spot. Number 40 has disqualified himself from the game.
Ruffin was a backup, a senior though, but you're right. Depleted depth already at the linebacker position. And 2nd and 8. Deflection! Intercepted! Humphrey scores!
Always a big stat at the end of the year for Bama, non-offensive touchdowns.
On the hop, Jackson. There's a little crease. Adoree Jackson can't quite escape, but takes it out across the 40.
You go back to what you said. Now you want to just maybe get to halftime. It's 17-3. You got 2.5 minutes to go to the end of the half.
Often the criticism was that Kessler went to Smith-Schuster too often. Didn't spread the ball around. The opposite problem tonight. They can't get it to the key guy. This is flipped to Stephen Mitchell Jr. Breaks some tackles. Still going on the far sideline. Down to the Bama 40.
That gives you an idea of what Mitchell can do.
If they made that catch, they might have gone for it on 4th down. But now Helton will elect a punt on 4th and 10. Tilby tries to pin the Tide deep. Fair catch made by Ridley at the 13 with minute 37 to go before halftime. Harris into heavy traffic, stop at the 15. So this Tide team got off to a very slow start. Got the touchdown pass to ignite them, and then the pick six, and they lead 17-3 at the break. Got to hurry. And there it is. Joshua Jacobs' first college carry, short gain across the 30.
Not talked about Derek Dieter, who's on the slot to the left, who's a great option on third downs.
Hurts instead looks to the right, and breaking wide open is Stewart. They won't catch him. Alabama stretches the lead, and old Lane Kiffin against his former school dialed one up.
And after 2 quarters and a series, they're doing it again in 16.
It's Tim Williams who knocked Brown down. Now the punt is, the snap is fumbled, and Tilby, instead of picking it up and booting it, just falls on it. Grabs an abundance of caution there.
Who wants to compete in 2016, or who's going to shut it down?
Hurts with the keeper. Just gets the corner inside the 5. Gustin dropped him down. Now that one touchdown throw really changed everything, didn't it? Scarborough muscling forward. It'll be first and goal for Alabama.
They have 4 backs that they have a lot of confidence in.
Whistle and a false start by Alabama. That one play, you're so right, changed everything.
Kind of get some traction and create some of their confidence after trying to replace all those great players from a year ago.
Empty backfield. It's a straight ahead run, and Hurts goes straight ahead for a touchdown. His first rushing touchdown. A very promising looking career. USC getting off to that positive start. Suffocated since. Tilby gets the point away. It's a good one. And Ridley makes the fair catch at the 38. And that's where the Tide will take over, trying to stretch this big lead. He's maybe mellowed just a little bit in the last couple years, from maybe an 11 on the 1 to 10 scale of all ball intensity down to an 8 or so. Hurts tries to get the ball to Stewart, and there is the first interception of his college career. Imam Marshall was right there, not to be fooled again. Ridley will have a chance. But the Trojans fly down on coverage and drop him at the 14. Do they still think that after watching this ball game? Little swag for a bunch that almost lost to the Mountaineers. As B.J. Emmons' ball comes out, he's able to recover it. He's surviving. This is Harris bursting free again. Stutter step. Damian Harris off to the races. Jackson giving chase and able to track him down at the 5.
But great job by the line up front and by the sophomore Damian Harris, who I think is a great fit in this system.
He got 73 yards, and now Hurts rolls out and scampers in. And the beatdown is on.
And that's, again, he's been on that campus since January.
SC's gone back to Max Brown at quarterback, and running free is Ronald Jones, and he makes a big gain down inside the Alabama 35.
He stumbled there a bit, but he's got some speed.
And a pump fake now does drop it finally. Juju Smith-Schuster, receiver for SC, with his first catch.
Reuben Foster and Sean Dion Hamilton, the linebackers, can really run on this Alabama defense. You go side to side, you better be ready.
It's a makeable third down for SC, and they only need 2, and Ware's going to get it.
They went up against a great quarterback and a great scheme that night. And
Ware breaks free and is knocked down inside the 15.
It's always great when you can win a championship and still walk away from a season and have motivation to need to get better. It's pretty much Bama is either in the championship or a series or 2 away from the championship.
Jones just wrestled down.
And that's a hold by Juju Smith-Schuster.
Holding. Offense, number 9. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
And I think there's a lot of excitement, a lot of fire within them to take advantage of their opportunity this year.
Matt Bormeister from 41. And this time the lefty with less drama. Doesn't need a carom shot that rolls across the crossbar. Handed to Scarborough. Methodically picks his way, and the pile gets moved forward out near the marker. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
From the beginning of the game to now, combination of them getting better and more comfortable, communicating better.
Scarborough fights right near the 45. That's where the marker is. My point was, I was getting to the Ole Miss game. I was beating them the last couple of years. Scarborough. This is when it's probably no fun to play defense against Bama. I see your point. A different personality style, though, wouldn't you say? I mean, Davis was so big and so gregarious.
I'm just saying the way the team responds to him.
This is Barnett. Delivers down the field, and O.J. Howard hauls it in and has a 1st and goal for Alabama. And the hero of the championship game victory makes a play.
That's an example of why I think they've leaned so much towards Jalen Hurts. He can just offer so much more to this offense.
Scarborough, short gain down to the 2-yard line. Harris and Scarborough in the backfield. It's Scarborough, and Bo barrels in. Behind a whole lot of beef up front. 3 tight end look. He's got a new look this year. Shaved head, under the visor, which is a controversial look, but he's making it work. Tilby gets it away. And Barnett on the slant. Nice catch made by Cam Sims. Everybody's getting a chance to make a play now.
Jim McElwain, what we've seen, of course, with Lane Kiffin over these last 2 years. So they find the right guys that fit their system.
Jacobs again. Yeah, whoever started out of these 3 guys was going to be obviously a first-time starter, but it's interesting, Kirk, that they've gone with the 2 guys that have 0 experience.
But just through gaining confidence, through getting an opportunity to be out there, he's become a different guy tonight as well, from where he was early to where he is right now.
And now he fires downfield, and a touchdown to Dieter. The transfer from Bowling Green gets in the scoring column. Unleashing all the weapons. 45 yards.
Obviously, Bill Belichick, with what they do in New England, is one of the best there is in the business.
Sam Darnold back at quarterback gets it that quickly to Deontay Burnett. A 7 or 8 on the scale of 1 to 10. 10 being all ball, manic, tunnel vision, obsessed. So in his view, a little more perspective.
And they don't care what the score is. It's the same thing no matter who goes into the game. That is coaching, recruiting, development. It's all Nick Saban and the staff that he hires.
But SC isn't that far behind. Slant. Darnold connects again with Burnett, and they'll move the change into Bama territory.
Behind?
No, I mean, you talk about 5 stars, 4 stars.
I would say when you look at receivers and running backs and maybe secondary guys, but not when you look in the trenches, not when you look at the offensive line.
Defensive recruiting and defensive linemen, linebackers, DBs, no doubt about that.
Pass interference. Defense number 28. Automatic first down.
I like it. I hope that your tennis predictions are better than my tennis colleagues' football predictions are. My guy Brad Gilbert said SC by 10. Upset alert. Take it to the bank.
He's a Pac-12 guy, man.
Not so fast, my friend.
Should be a lot of athletes on the field on both sides of the football on Monday night.
Now, Cooper Bateman gets a turn at quarterback, and they pitch it off to Emmons, so the Tide used a 3rd quarterback tonight.
And then when Kirby went and took the job, obviously this job opened up, and they basically switched locations, and now he's here running defense and knows what Coach Saban wants as well as anybody.
Emmons hands forward, and
they got 4 running backs that they can use. The line's only going to get better week after week. They're going to be a tough out.
Deontay Burnett takes a turn at punt returner, and he's got a little room. It's out near midfield. That is a rough road, and the home finale against Notre Dame.
When you include Alabama with the 9 games that they play in the Pac-12, they're going to end up playing one of the toughest schedules in the country.
Dominic Davis gets a turn. This will not be apparently the worst loss in USC history. That was back in '66, a 51-0 loss to Notre Dame, but it is one of the worst, and mercifully for them, it's in the final minute.
I would think you got to talk about the freshman quarterback. I mean, the defense is a staple, and they look great tonight. But Jalen Hurts and some of the plays that he came up with probably got to be a big story, don't you think?
Quarterback keeper, and Darnold dives ahead. USC struck first, and then the SEC in Alabama punched back in a big way. Saban will still have work to do. He'll tell you that lots of improvement is needed, but Jalen Hurts, in his debut, the true freshman spectacular, and Lane Kiffin calling plays against his former school, enjoyed just about every minute of this. 52-6, the final in Arlington.